welcome into Ford Field. Happy Thanksgiving. It's the Packers and the Lions. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Week 12 is Thanksgiving week. And we'll kick things off today with the traditional Detroit Lion home game. And they'll be hosting the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay comes in at 8-3, the Lions at 4-7. The Lions will get the ball first, we're underway. Live from Detroit, Fletcher from the 3-yard line, out over the 25. And it brings it out to the 27-yard line. And Trey Fletcher, the rookie out of Texas, brings it out to the 27. And that's where the Lions will have it, 1st and 10. Led by Daniel Manning, their quarterback, in his 10th year out of Purdue. Green Bay currently in first place in the NFC Central by game over the Chicago Bears. The Lions at 4-7, tied for last with Tampa Bay. They really need to get a win. They really need to run the table if they want to have any chance of making the playoffs. The defending Super Bowl champion Detroit Lions. Manning in the shotgun on first down. Manning hands off to Charles Freeman. And Freeman out to the 29-yard line, a gain of 1. Let's take a look at the Lions offense. Up front, Perry, Dixon, Beatles, Gamet, and Reed. And then it's Farr, Loxley, Freeman, Adams, and Tomlin. A gain of 3 actually on first down. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Detroit from their own 29-yard line. Just underway, live from Ford Field in Detroit. On 2nd and 7. Lions in the I formation. Manning under center. He's got Branch in motion. Manning hands off to Kurt Loxley up the middle, and Loxley makes his way out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 8 and a Lions first down. First down. Opening drive of the ball game. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line now for Detroit. Manning under center. Manning rolls out, throws downfield, is caught by Kyle Adams, the tight end. Upended and brought down the 39-yard line. A 24-yard gain for Kyle Adams. Watch as he gets upended here at the end. First down, Detroit. Adams, the second-year tight end out of UCLA. Nick Collins was one that hoisted him into the air and went end over end. 1st and 10 from the 39. Manning in the shotgun. Manning hands off to Charles Freeman, and Freeman drives forward out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. Antonio Spencer, the linebacker, on the tackle. Number 51 for Detroit. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. Nice opening drive by the Lions so far. All the way down to the Green Bay 33-yard line. 2nd and 4. Manning in the shotgun with a back on either side. Manning back, looks, throws, gets it out to Lynchman. Inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Lions first down. John Lynchman in his 7th year out of Boise State. Another Detroit first down as they're just marching the ball down the field. Got the old webcam back in action here today. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Manning in the gun. Manning hands off to Freeman up the middle, and Freeman a couple of yards to the 16-yard line. Let's take a look at the Green Bay defense. Up front, they play a 3-4. Hines, Brown, and Claywell. The linebackers are Owens, Harris, Spencer, and Moulton. And the secondary for Green Bay, Henderson, Palmer, Collins, and Young. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Detroit at the Green Bay 16-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. Our opening game of week number 12. Manning in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side. Manning back. Throws a screen to Freeman down the sideline. And Charles Freeman to the 10-yard line before being tackled by Antonio Spencer. A gain of 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Charles Freeman in his 8th year out of California. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Detroit from the 10-yard line. Manning under center. Manning to Loxley this time. Kurt Loxley makes his way down to the 9. A gain of 1. And that's going to make it 4th and 1. The Green Bay defense gets a stop. David Harris on the tackle, the 11th year linebacker out of Michigan. And Detroit's opening drive stalls out, and they're going to have to kick a field goal. Lance Taylor will come on, the 8th year kicker out of Alabama. This will be a 26-yard field goal attempt. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. Lions lead at 3-0, 3:53 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week number 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. The first of 3 today. We've got the Redskins and the Cowboys after this, and then the Patriots and the Chargers after that. Lance Taylor will kick off for Detroit. They lead at 3-0. Green Bay will get the ball for the first time. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Smith at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. And Smith brings it out to the 27-yard line. Jamison Smith, the 2nd year back out of Texas A&M. There's your starting quarterback for the Packers, Mark Emden, number 14, in his 13th year out of the University of Florida. .350 to play here in the first quarter. Detroit scores a field goal on their opening drive. This will be Green Bay's opening possession of the game. The Packers currently in first place in the NFC Central with an 8-3 record. Emden in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Emden hands off to Hicks around the outside, and Hicks out to the 31-yard line. Let's take a look at the Green Bay offense. Up front, Sherrard, Bowling, Walker, Sitton, and Hancock. And then it's Alexander, Smith, Hicks, Griner, and Kirkwood. A gain of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line. Emden in the shotgun on 2nd down, takes the snap. Emden looking, throws to the near side to Kirkwood, down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7 yards and a Green Bay first down. Vince Kirkwood, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. making the catch. Benny Blades on the tackle, number 36. But it's a Packer first down at the 38-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield. Emden under center. Emden hands off to Hicks, and Hicks goes down for a 2-yard loss back to the 36-yard line. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 12. On the tackle, number 79 for Detroit, Kevin Saunders, the second-year linebacker out of Columbia. A loss of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Green Bay at their own 36. Packers come out, 4 receivers wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to Hicks, and Hicks gets hit for a loss of a yard back to the 35. On the tackle, John Parsons, number 75, in his 7th year out of Auburn. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Big 3rd down for Green Bay here on their opening drive of the ball game. Lions up 3-0. I think we had an injury timeout on the play, which is why it's taken so long. We'll have the Redskins and the Cowboys after this, followed by the Patriots and the Chargers. 3rd and 13 from the 35-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Emden throws. Gets it downfield to Alexander. He breaks away inside the 30 to the Detroit 29-yard line. A 46-yard reception to John Alexander, the 12th-year receiver out of Michigan, all the way down to the Detroit 29-yard line. First down, Packers. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Lions up 3-0. Green Bay comes out, 1st and 10 from the Detroit 29. Emden in the shotgun. Emden, play action, looking, throws to the near side to Griner. And Griner down to the 24-yard line, a gain of 5 yards. Let's take a look at the Lions defense. They play a 3-4. Pulaski, Ball, and Russell up front. The linebackers are Stewart, Neal, Saunders, and Preston. And the secondary, Reese, Morrison, Blades, and Robinson. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line. 5 receivers wide for the Packers on 2nd down. Emden back. Looks downfield. He's in trouble. Throws to the near side to Griner, who's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. A gain of 12 to Greg Griner, the tight end, in his 3rd year out of Army. And that's enough for the first down. First down, Packers. So Green Bay has moved down the field all the way down to the Detroit 12-yard line. 1st and 10. 5 receivers set wide. Emden in the gun. Emden drops back. Looks, throws to the end zone. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 12. The intended receiver for the Green Bay was Adam Covington, number 82. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to Hicks. And Hicks, he's going to lose the yard back to the 13-yard line. Cody Neal, the linebacker on the tackle, number 50, in his 6th year out of Oklahoma. That'll bring up 3rd and 12. Big 3rd down for the Packers, down 3-0. Under a minute left in the first quarter. Emden in the shotgun. Emden looks downfield. Rolls out. Emden may take off inside the 10. He slides down the 6-yard line. And he's going to be well shy of the first down. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 4th and 4 at the 6. And Green Bay is going to have to settle for a field goal. James Griffey will come out. This will be a 23-yard attempt. There's the snap. And the kick is good. Griffey connects. We're tied at 3 with 13 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week number 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. Just 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Griffey will kick off for Green Bay. It'll be fielded by Fletcher at the goal line. Brings it back out over the 20, 25, and out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Detroit will take over, tied at 3, with 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. On 1st and 10 from the 29, this will probably be the last play of the first quarter. 5 receivers wide, Manning in the gun. Manning back, throws, gets it out to Adams, and Kyle Adams brings it out to the 39-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12. Our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. The first of 3 Thanksgiving games. The Packers at 8-3, the Lions at 4-7, and we're tied at 3 as we start the second quarter. Detroit will have it 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Manning in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Steps up, looks downfield, in trouble, and he's sacked by Antonio Spencer back at the 33-yard line. A loss of 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 16. On 2nd and 16 for Detroit, they'll have it at their own 33-yard line. Manning back to throw. Looks, throws, gets it out to Farr across midfield. Farr inside the 40, down to the Green Bay 38-yard line. A 29-yard catch and run by Mike Farr, the 9th-year receiver out of Georgia Tech. Correction, the 11th-year receiver out of Georgia Tech. First down, Detroit into Green Bay territory. First down, Lions. They strike quickly. Coming up on 7 minutes left here in the first half. We're tied at 3. Detroit from the Green Bay 38-yard line. Manning under center. Drops back. Looks, throws, gets it out to Adams. Out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Another Detroit first down. On the tackle, David Harris, number 53. First down, Detroit. Clock continues to move. 6:35 and counting in the first half. Daniel Manning in the shotgun. Manning to Freeman, a draw play, and Freeman gets a yard down to the 21-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. David Harris on the tackle, number 53 for Green Bay. The first of 3 games for you this afternoon and this evening. On 2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line. Manning hands off to Freeman. And Freeman is going to end up losing 2 yards back to the 23-yard line. Tommy Bowman, the rookie out of Washington State, makes the tackle for Green Bay. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11. 5:45 and counting. Detroit at the Green Bay 23-yard line. Manning in the shotgun on 3rd and 11. Manning setting up. Well, that was a bad screen pass. That was one of the worst screen passes I've ever seen. He tried to shuffle it forward, and I think it just fell out of his hands. Incomplete. So Lance Taylor will come on. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt to give the Lions the lead. The kick is up. Looks good. Is good. And Detroit retakes the lead 6-3 with 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. We're live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. Detroit will kick off, and this will be fielded by Smith at the 2-yard line. Brings it out to the 29-yard line. Detroit will kick off. And that's where Green Bay will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 29 with 5:26 left to play here in the first half. Mark Emden comes back out, starting quarterback. Green Bay, they lead the NFC Central with an 8-3 record. Detroit at 4-7. 4 receivers wide for the Packers. Emden in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Emden fakes the handoff inside, rolls out, throws, gets it down to Kirkwood, out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 17 yards to Vince Kirkwood, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. First down, Green Bay. Mario Reese on the tackle, number 28 for Detroit. Or Don Reese, I'm sorry, in his 5th year out of Indiana. First and 10, Green Bay from their own 46-yard line. Lions up 6-3. The Packers only have a 1-game lead over the Bears in the NFC Central. Emden fakes the handoff, throws downfield. It's caught by Griner down to the 33. A 21-yard catch by Greg Griner, the 3rd-year tight end out of Army. First down, Green Bay into Detroit territory. Don Reese on the tackle, number 28 for Detroit. Green Bay trying to win to stay a game up on the Bears in the NFC Central. Detroit trying to win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. They're hanging on by a thread right now at 4-7. Emden in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Emden back, looking, rolls out, throws downfield. It's knocked down, incomplete. Knocking it down, Don Reese, number 28. The defensive back. That'll stop the clock with 4:24 left. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Packers. On 2nd down, Green Bay comes out. Mark Emden under center. Emden, 3-step drop, throws inside, incomplete. Threw behind the receiver. He was looking for the tight end, James Ballard, number 80. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 to the 33-yard line. Big 3rd down coming up for Green Bay. Emden in the shotgun. Emden, high snap, hands off, no, play action, looks, nice block, throws to Covington, and Adam Covington all the way down to the 13-yard line. A 20-yard reception by Adam Covington, the 7th-year receiver out of Kentucky. First down, Green Bay. And the Packers are now threatening all the way down to the Detroit 13-yard line. 4 minutes left in the first half. Lions up 6-3. Emden under center on 1st and 10. Emden drops back, throws to the end zone. Kirkwood, touchdown, Green Bay. A 13-yard touchdown reception to Vince Kirkwood, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. And the Packers take the lead 9-6. Kirkwood was open on the outside. He got a step on the secondary and gets in for the touchdown. And now James Griffey will come on for the extra point to put the Packers up by 4. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. Green Bay leads it 10-6. 3:46 left here in the first half. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. Detroit still has 3:46 left and 3 timeouts. Griffey will tee it up. He'll kick off for the Packers. Detroit will get it down by 4. There's the kick by Griffey. Fielded by Nixon at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. And Nixon brings it out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it, 1st and 10. .341 left to play here in the first half. Packers up 10-6. Detroit looking to get a score before halftime. They have plenty of time. 3:41 and 3 timeouts. Manning under center. Manning hands off, no play action, looks downfield, throws deep, and it's knocked down, incomplete. David Harris, the 11th year linebacker out of Michigan, the former Jet, knocks it down. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Very nearly picked that one off. That'll stop the clock with 3:36 left to play in the first half. Four receivers wide, Manning in the gun. Manning drops back, throws to the near side to Lynchman, out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a Lions first down. First down. Lynchman in his 7th year out of Boise State, the wide receiver. Prince King on the tackle, number 31, the rookie out of Texas State. First down, Detroit. 3:31 left here in the half. In the offset eye, Manning under center. Manning hands off to Charles Freeman around the near sideline, and Freeman gets 3 yards out to the 44-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Antonio Spencer on the tackle, number 51. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Packers up 10-6. Manning in the shotgun. Manning throws inside to Adams, across midfield, inside the 40, and Kyle Adams down to the 30-yard line. A 26-yard gain to Kyle Adams, the 2nd-year tight end out of UCLA. First down, Lions, down to the Green Bay 30-yard line. Detroit on the move, trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. This is the 2nd meeting of the year between these two teams. They played on the opening Thursday night in Green Bay. The Packers won that game 27-6. That was the kickoff game of the season. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Manning in the gun. Manning fakes the handoff, throws downfield, and it's tipped and incomplete. Prince King knocked it away, number 31, the rookie out of Texas State, intended for Jonathan Lynchman, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Just didn't quite throw it far enough, allowing King to knock it away. 2nd and 10 for the Lions at the Packer 30-yard line. Daniel Manning under center. Manning to Freeman up the middle. Charles Freeman inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. A 14-yard run by Charles Freeman. First down, Detroit at the Packers 16-yard line. Detroit on the move, trying to retake the lead. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. 2:15 and counting. We'll probably have it right after this play. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Manning in the gun, looks downfield, throws to Neal, and Neal gets down to the 3-yard line, and that's the 2-minute warning. Packers up 10-6 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field in Detroit. We're at the 2-minute warning in the first half. The Packers lead the Lions in our Thanksgiving Day game, 10-6. It'll be first and goal from the 3-yard line. Detroit trying to retake the lead. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Manning. Looks to the end zone, throws, and it's picked off by David Harris, the linebacker. He gets up at the 2-yard line. And that'll end the Detroit drive as David Harris picks it off. And now the Packers will have it up 10-6 at their own 2-yard line with 1:55 left to play here in the first half. Nice defensive play by David Harris. It'll be first down, Packers going the other way. Now Green Bay has a chance to score again before halftime. They have 3 timeouts, 1:55 to work with. They have to go 98 yards. That'll be tough. First and 10 from the 2-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield. He hands off to Hicks. And Hicks, no gain. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle for Detroit in his 6th year out of Oklahoma State. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 2-yard line. On 2nd down, Emden in the I formation. Emden hands off to Hicks around the outside, and Eric Hicks escapes a tackle and gets some running room out to the 14-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a Packer first down. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:07 left here in the first half. The 8th year back out of the University of Buffalo, Eric Hicks. Our Week 12 Thanksgiving Day game here at Jammin' Sports. The opening game of the week. First and 10 for the 14-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden drops back, steps up, rolls out, and he's going to get sacked back at the 8-yard line. On the sack, number 96, Dan Stewart, the 4th-year defensive end out of Virginia Tech. A loss of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 16. .50 left. We're in the first half. 2nd and 16. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Packers from the 8-yard line. 30 seconds. Emden under center. He's got Fayweather in motion. Emden hands off to Hicks up the middle, and Eric Hicks, a nice gain out to the 18-yard line, a gain of 10 yards. But that'll bring up 3rd and 6. The Lions take a timeout with 17 seconds left. Not exactly sure why, but they take one. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Green Bay at their own 18-yard line. We're live from Ford Field in Detroit. Week number 12, our Thanksgiving game. The first of 3 Thanksgiving games. We're in the final weekend of November. In the offset eye, Emden under center. Emden hands off to Hicks, and Hicks, no gain. The Lions take another timeout. Cody Neal on the tackle. It'll be 4th and 7 with 14 seconds left. I think Detroit wants the ball back with a shot to score before halftime. It'll be 4th and 7 from the 18-yard line. Kyle Larson back to punt for Green Bay. Following the timeout. Now Larson back to punt. Larson bobbles it, and it's blocked. The Lions block it. Larson falls on it at the 5-yard line. A huge break for Detroit. Larson bobbles the snap. Coming in to block it is Benny Blades. And Detroit will have it at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5. With 9 seconds left and a timeout, Detroit, they'll take a shot at the end zone. They have a chance to take the lead now. On the great special teams play by Benny Blades, 5 receivers wide. 9 seconds left. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Looking. He's getting rid of it. Steps up. Throws inside to Adams. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown catch by Kyle Adams right before halftime. And Detroit takes the lead 12-10. He caught it right in front of the linebacker, David Harris. And Detroit takes the lead right before halftime. Lance Taylor for the extra point. It's up and it's good. Lions lead it 13-10. 2 seconds left here in the first half. We'll have the kickoff, and then we'll go to halftime. Lance Taylor will kick off for Detroit. Lions up 13-10, taking advantage of the block punt. Taylor kicks off. Fielded by Caldwell at the 3-yard line, out over the 25, and Caldwell gets tackled, and that's halftime. Your halftime score, Detroit 13, Green Bay 10, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. We get ready to start the third quarter. Detroit leads at 13-10. Green Bay will get the ball first to start the second half. The Packers at 8-3 in first place in the NFC Central. By a game over the Bears. Detroit at 4-7, tied with Tampa Bay for last. Lance Taylor kicks off. Fielded by Smith at the 5-yard line, out over the 25. And Smith brings it out to the 30-yard line. Jamison Smith, the second-year back out of Texas A&M. Mark Emden will come back out, the 13th-year quarterback out of Florida, to lead the Detroit offense. Or the Green Bay offense, I'm sorry. Detroit's up 13-10. Redskins and Cowboys up after this, followed by the Patriots and the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden hands off to Hicks. And Hicks, not much. Gains a yard. That's about it. To the 31-yard line to bring up 2nd and 9. Cody Neal, the linebacker, on the tackle. We've been calling his name a lot. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Packers at their own 31-yard line. Emden takes the snap, hands off to Hicks. Hicks inside to the 36-yard line, a gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Making the tackle that time was number 26, Richard Ross, in his 4th year out of Howard. 3rd and 4 for the Packers at their own 36-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Throws to the far side to Hicks. And Hicks gets out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 yards and a Packer first down. Lions lead at 13-10 here in the 3rd quarter. Our Week 12 Thanksgiving game. The first of 3 Thanksgiving games tonight. And we're playing them one day after Thanksgiving, so that's pretty cool. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Packers come out in the offset eye. Emden under center. Emden hands off to Hicks and gets nailed in the backfield. Back to the 42-yard line. On the tackle, number 92, David Russell, in his 2nd year out of Michigan. A loss of 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 12. We had a big crowd last night in here. We had 4 games last night. We're hoping to get another big crowd tonight. 3 games tonight. 2nd and 12 from the 42-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden drops back. Throws to the far side, incomplete. Looking for Adam Covington. He was well covered by Benny Blades. It'll be 3rd and 12. The clock will stop with 5:59 left here in the 3rd. Lions up 13-10. We're in the 3rd quarter. On 3rd and 12, 4 receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Throws downfield. Incomplete. He had a receiver open, and he missed him. He had Vince Kirkwood open, and he couldn't connect. And that'll bring up 4th down, and Green Bay is going to have to punt. With 5:55 left in the 3rd quarter. Kyle Larson back to punt. Larson gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. Detroit will have it at their own 20-yard line. With 5:48 left here in the 3rd quarter. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. Daniel Manning, his numbers. Lions will start from their own 20-yard line. Up by 3. If Detroit wins, that will open the door for the Bears to tie the Packers if the Bears can win later this week. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Manning hands off to Charles Freeman, and Freeman no gain. He's tackled immediately by Jackson Hughes, the 2nd-year free safety out of Georgia, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10. We got the webcam back out. I hope the audio is loud enough. I hope y'all can hear me all right. Somebody give me a thumbs up or just let me know in the chat room if you can hear me all right. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Manning back. Manning throws to Lynchman out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 17 yards. In a Lions first down. We were talking about the Bears being one game behind the Packers. The Bears play the Rams later this week, and the Rams have the worst record in the NFC. Both these teams next week, I'll tell you who they play. Green Bay is at Pittsburgh, and Detroit next week will be hosting Cincinnati. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Manning back, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete by Antonio Spencer, the linebacker, number 51, in his second year out of Texas. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. I had another big Thanksgiving dinner today, my second in a row, and I'm really thirsty. Drinking a lot of Coke. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Manning in the shotgun. Manning drops back, throws inside. It's nearly picked off again, knocked away by Antonio Spencer. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Charles Freeman, the running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Detroit from their own 37-yard line. Lions trying to get the upset win today. 5 receivers wide on 3rd down. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Manning steps up, throws, gets it out to Adams down the sideline. Kyle Adams breaks a tackle down to the Green Bay 36-yard line. A 27-yard catch and run by Kyle Adams, the second-year tight end out of UCLA. 1st down, Detroit. .420 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 Lions from the Packer 36-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Manning in the gun. Manning drops back. Throws underneath to Farr. And Mike Farr gets out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. The 11th year receiver out of Georgia Tech. Under 4 minutes now left to play in the 3rd quarter. Lions up by 3. If they can get a touchdown here, they go up by 2 scores. On 2nd and 1. In the I formation, Manning under center. Manning, play action. He gets sacked back at the 34-yard line by Gilbert Brown. A 7-yard sack. The 9th year defensive tackle out of Boston College. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Brown comes in and lays down the lumber. And that'll make it 3rd and 8 from the 34-yard line. 3:20 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Big 3rd down for Detroit. Not quite in field goal range. Manning in the shotgun with 2 backs back by them. Manning looks, throws. It's caught by Tomlin down to the 16-yard line. An 18-yard catch. 1st down, Detroit. Dale Tomlin, the 5th-year receiver out of Army, makes the catch for 18 yards and a Lions 1st down. Some nice footwork on the sideline, too. We're coming up. Actually, it stops the clock. Now it runs. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the 3rd. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Manning looks downfield, throws underneath to Neal. And Neal down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 12 yards. And a line, make it a 14-yard gain. It'll be 1st and goal Detroit at the 2-yard line. Dylan Neal, the rookie out of Virginia, the wide receiver. It'll be 1st and goal Detroit. Lions trying to take a 2-score lead on Turkey Day. our Week 12 Thanksgiving Day game. We'll have two more after this. Redskins and Cowboys, and Patriots and Chargers. First and goal from the 2. 3 receivers to the far side. Manning hands off to Freeman. And Freeman is going to lose 2 yards back to the 4-yard line. On the tackle, number 32, that's Collins, Nick Collins, the 13th year free safety out of Bethune-Cookman. A loss of 2 yards. That'll bring up second and goal back at the 4-yard line. Second and goal from the 4. In the I formation, Manning under center. Manning hands off to Loxley, and Kurtz Loxley is into the end zone. Touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run by Kurt Loxley, the 3rd-year running back out of Wake Forest. Touchdown, Detroit. And they go up by 2 scores, 19-10. Loxley just would not be denied. Just pushed himself into the end zone. Lance Taylor for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Lions go up by 10, a 2-score lead, 20-10 with 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. We're live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. So the Lions up by 2 scores. They'll kick off. Taylor kicks off. Fielded by Caldwell at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. And Matthew Caldwell out to the 28-yard line. The former Jet. The 12th year receiver out of Ohio State. Spent 11 years with the Jets, now in his first year with Green Bay. Mark Emden comes out. There's his numbers on the day. Green Bay will start from their own 28-yard line. 1:57 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Four receivers wide for the Packers. Emden under center. Emden to Hicks around the outside, and Hicks gets out to the 32-yard line, a gain of 4. He was brought down by Benny Blades, number 36, the 9th-year safety out of Florida. A 4-yard gain to be 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line. 1:35 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers to the near side. Emden under center. He'll hand off, play action, looking, throws to Fayweather out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 5. He'll be just shy of the first half. It'll bring up 3rd and inches. And that'll stop the clock with 1:23 left here in the 3rd quarter. Detroit up by 10, 20-10. On 3rd and inches, Emden in the shotgun. Emden back, throws across middle to Alexander. And John Alexander out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. First down, Green Bay. The 12th year receiver out of Michigan. And that'll move the chains. First down, Packers. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 Packers from their own 46. Emden in the shotgun, back to throw. Emden throws, dumps it off to the sideline. It's caught at the 32-yard line. by Covington, a 22-yard reception down to the Detroit 32-yard line. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Adam Covington got both feet in. Nice footwork. First down, Green Bay. Packers driving, trying to make it a one-score game again. 42 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Packers come out. 4 receivers wide. Emden under center. Emden hands off. No. Play action looking. Throws downfield. Incomplete. He was looking for Kirkwood. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And that'll stop the clock with 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lions up by 10. Packers come out. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden hands off to Hicks. Up the middle. Eric Hicks, a big gain. Inside the 10. Well, they'll mark him down at the 10-yard line. A 22-yard run by Eric Hicks down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, Green Bay. And that will probably do it for the third quarter. I don't think they'll get another play off as we watch the replay. A 22-yard run. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Lions up 20-10 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving Day game, the first of 3 of those. Detroit and Dallas always play on Thanksgiving. And that's true here at Jammin' Sports as well. We go to the fourth quarter. The Lions lead the Packers 20-10. But the Packers first and goal from the 10-yard line. 3 backs in the backfield. Emden back to throw. Emden throws a fade. Kirkwood incomplete. He was well covered by Don Reese, who broke up the pass. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal. He tried to hit Vince Kirkwood in the back corner of the end zone, and Reese was right there. Kirkwood couldn't quite come down with it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Lions up 20-10. Green Bay trying to make it a one-score game. Emden in the shotgun. Emden back. Throws underneath to Covington, who gets down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 4 yards to Adam Covington. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. Excuse me. Big third down right here for Green Bay. 4 receivers wide. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Emden in the shotgun. Back to throw. Emden underneath to Griner. He does not get in. He's down at the 1-yard line. Benny Blades makes the tackle, keeping Griner out of the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th and goal. Well, you're down by 10. You need a field goal anyway. Green Bay will kick the field goal. Griffey will come out. This will be an 18-yard attempt, a chip shot. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. It's now a 7-point ball game. Lions up 20-13. 6:57 left here in the fourth quarter. We're live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. The 8-3 Packers, the 4-7 Lions. Griffey will kick off for Green Bay. Still plenty of time left in this one. Just under 7 minutes left. Detroit holding on to a touchdown lead. Griffey will kick off. Fielded by Fletcher at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. Brings it out to the 25-yard line. Trey Fletcher, the rookie out of Texas. So Daniel Manning, there's his numbers on the day. He'll take over. Detroit will try to eat up some time and try to score again. Lions need to win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4 receivers wide, Manning in the gun. Manning hands off to Freeman, and Freeman a yard out to the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. On the tackle, number 77, Tommy Bowman, the rookie out of Washington State. Six and a half minutes and counting. 2nd and 9 for the Lions from their own 26. Manning in the gun. Manning to Freeman, and Freeman plows forward, not much. A yard out to the 27-yard line. David Harris on the tackle, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8. A huge 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 8 for Detroit, under 6 minutes left. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Knocking it down, Jimmy Owens, number 55, the 9th-year linebacker out of Tennessee. Kyle Adams, the intended receiver. Detroit goes 3 and out. They're going to have to punt. And now Green Bay is going to have a chance to tie it up. Nice defensive play by Owens, number 55. Dylan Hardiman back to punt for Detroit. Hardiman gets the punt away. Fielded by Caldwell, who gets tackled immediately at the 25-yard line. And that's where the Packers will take over 1st and 10 with 5:45 remaining. Here in the 4th quarter, Detroit up 20-13. Redskins and Cowboys up next. And that'll be followed by the Patriots and the Chargers. Our 3 Thanksgiving Day games here in Week 12. Here at Jammin' Sports. Five receivers wide for the Packers. Emden in the shotgun. Emden drops back. Throws down the middle. It's caught by Kirkwood. Out to the 37-yard line. A 12-yard gain by Vince Kirkwood, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. First down, Packers. Benny Blades on the tackle, number 36. Clock is running. 5:25 and counting here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Green Bay. 5 receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Throws to the far side to Griner. He gets tackled down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. On the tackle, number 79, Kevin Saunders, the linebacker. A 3-yard gain to be 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line. 5:03 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Clock is running, under 5 minutes now. 2nd and 7 for the Packers at their own 40-yard line. They're down by 7. Packers in the offset eye. Emden back. Throws downfield to Covington, and Covington can't hold on. It was broken up by Don Reese, the fifth-year defensive back out of Indiana, the former Patriot. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7 for Green Bay with 4:43 left. Four receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Throws underneath to Hicks. And Hicks is going to be tackled shy of the first down. He only gets 1 yard. It'll be 4th and 6. 4.5 minutes and counting. Let's see if Green Bay goes for it. They're at their own 41-yard line. The Packers may go for it. Cody Neal, the linebacker, and Dan Stewart, the defensive end, made the tackle for Detroit. Do the Packers go for it on 4th down with 4:25 and counting? Down by 7. No, they're going to punt. Kyle Larson back to punt. Gets the punt away. Green Bay trusting their defense. Fielded by Nixon at the 12-yard line. Out to the 17. So the Lions will take over, up by 7, at their own 17-yard line with 4:12 remaining here in the 4th quarter. We're live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. What the Lions want to do here is string together some first downs, eat up some time. On 1st and 10, Manning, play action, it's a blitz, and they get him, it's a fumble, and who comes up with it? The Packers do at the 5-yard line. The Green Bay defense comes up with a huge play. Let's watch the replay. Manning, he gets sacked, and recovering the fumble, well, making the sack is Aaron Hines, and recovering the fumble is Gilbert Brown. And now it's 1st and goal, Green Bay at the 5-yard line. A big defensive play by the Packers. And if Green Bay can cash in, they can tie it up. 4:08 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal from the 5. Let's see if the Packers can capitalize and tie it up. Mark Emden in the shotgun. Emden drops back, looks to the end zone, steps up, rolls out to the near side. He may run it in himself. Is he in? Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Mark Emden. He took it himself. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up the ball game. They made Detroit pay for that turnover. And they score the touchdown to tie it up with the extra point. Excuse me. And now James Griffey for the PAT. It's up, and it's good. We're tied at 20. 4:01 left to play. Here in the 4th quarter, plenty of time. Live from Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Week 12. Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving game here at Jammin' Sports. Still a lot of time left. 4:01 left on the clock. Griffey will tee it up. Tied at 20. About halfway through the 4th quarter. There's the kick. Fielded by Nixon at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. and Devin Nixon out to the 30-yard line, the third-year safety out of Maryland. 1st and 10 Detroit at the 30-yard line, tied at 20. The Packers have come back to tie it up. Anybody's ball game now. Detroit will start from their own 30-yard line. Redskins and Cowboys up next. 4 receivers set wide, Manning in the gun. Manning to Freeman, and Charles Freeman 3 yards to the 33-yard line to bring up 2nd and 7. Bowman on the tackle again. Tommy Bowman. We've been calling his number a lot today. 2nd and 7 from the 33-yard line. Lions come out. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. Manning throws to Tomlin across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 19-yard reception to Dale Tomlin to the Green Bay 48-yard line. 1st down, Detroit. It'll be a Lions 1st down. Detroit on the move. Now in Green Bay territory. 3:10 and counting. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Lions come out in the offset eye. Now they have 4 receivers wide. Manning under center. He'll hand off to Freeman. And Freeman, no gain. On the tackle, number 29, that's Nick Henderson in his 12th year at Louisiana Tech. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. 2:40 and counting. We're tied at 20. 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Manning in the gun. Manning throws to the near side to Adams. Down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Adams goes over 100 yards receiving. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Detroit at the Green Bay 39-yard line. We should have the 2-minute warning after this play. 3rd and 1 from the 39 in the I formation. Manning to Freeman, and Freeman, I don't know if he got there. We've hit the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 20 here at Chapman Sports. And welcome back to Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving game here at Chapman Sports. Evil Dead's in the house. Thank you, Evil Dead. It'll be 4th down. The Lions are going for a 55-yard field goal, and it's no good. That was ill-advised. Lance Taylor misses from 55 yards, and you give Green Bay the ball at their own 45-yard line. With less than 2 minutes to play, and you're tied at 20. All the Packers need is a field goal. Green Bay, they come in with a 1-game lead over the Bears. Yeah, that was a good kick. Yeah, right. Can you hear me okay, Evil Dead? Do I sound all right? Yeah, Chase nails that. I had to move the mic, so I hope I sound all right. Emden in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Emden looking, throws, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1:51 left. All right. Just making sure that everybody can hear me all right. When I don't have the camera on, the microphone's in front of me. Now it's up on the TV here. 2nd and 10 from the 45. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Emden looking, throws, going for the home run, and it's picked off by Richard Ross. Detroit gets it back at the 11-yard line. The fourth-year defensive back out of Howard University, the Ivy Leaguer, Richard Ross picks it off, and Detroit will get it back at the 11-yard line with 1:44 left. Loud and clear. Good deal. Oh, by the way, Evil Dead, the Kings beat the Maple Leafs. The Kings have won 8 in a row. They're 8-1. The LA Kings have clinched the #1 spot in the hockey. And the Canadiens defeated Pittsburgh 2-0. No, not yet. We still have 6 more regular season games. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Manning in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Manning back. Manning looking, throws outside to far. He's out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Lions in the hurry-up. 1:30 and counting. 2nd and 2. Manning back. Manning, he's going to get sacked by Aaron Hines back at the 10-yard line. A loss of 9 yards on the play. Yeah, I have 1 game left in week 9. That's Detroit and Chicago. And then we have the 5 games in week 10. Yeah, Philadelphia beat the Rangers earlier today. The Canadiens shut out Pittsburgh 2-0. The Canadiens have clinched a playoff spot. And then the Kings beat the Maple Leafs 3-1. Manning on 3rd and 11 from the 10-yard line. Manning back. Manning, good protection, throws to Adams. And Adams is going to be short of the first down. Out at the 19-yard line. Green Bay is going to take a timeout. The Packers are going to get the ball back. It's 4th and 2. The Kings have won 8 in a row. They're 8-1. Unbelievable. They lost to the Islanders in the first game, and then they won 8 in a row. It'll be 4th and 2. Dylan Hardiman back to punt. The Packers are going to get it back with a chance to win it. Hardiman back to punt, gets the punt away. Fielded by Caldwell at the 28-yard line, and Caldwell down at the 33. Yep, the Islanders were the only team to beat them so far. The Kings will end the season against Boston in week 10. Mark Emden comes back out. There's his numbers on the day. Almost 200 yards passing. The Packers will start at their own 33-yard line with 43 seconds left. They still have 2 timeouts. Yep, they're 3 and 6. Green Bay, all they need is a field goal. They just got to get in field goal range. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the shotgun. Emden back. Throws out to Alexander across midfield to the Detroit 45-yard line. A 22-yard catch. Green Bay in the hurry-up. 1st and 10 from the 45. Emden back. Emden looking. He's in trouble, and he's going to get sacked at the 45-yard line. Green Bay takes a timeout. Ends up being actually no gain, so it's not a sack. A rush for no yards. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line. Yeah, I like my new backdrop. I think it looks good. Second and 10 for the Packers at their own 40, or actually at the Detroit 45. 21 seconds left. Green Bay has a timeout. All they have to do is get in a field goal range. Green Bay needs about 15 yards. Emden in the shotgun. Emden back. Emden rolls out. Steps up. A flag is down. He throws deep. Incomplete. Let's check out the flag with 14 seconds left. It's going to be on the Packers, I believe. It's holding on Josh Sitton, the right guard. I get the feeling we're going into overtime. This is the first of 3 games this evening. We'll have the Redskins and the Cowboys next. And then the Patriots and the Chargers. Our 3 Thanksgiving games here in Week 12. On 2nd and 20 at their own 45-yard line. 14 seconds left. Emden. He's going to fake the handoff. Steps up. Needs to get rid of it. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Is caught by Alexander. He's out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A 16-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Green Bay still has a timeout. This would be a 56-yard field goal. They're going to try it for the win. And now the Lions want to ice him. They call a timeout. This may be beyond the range of James Griffey, the kicker, in his 10th year out of Army. It'll be a 56-yard attempt. If he misses this, it looks like we'll have overtime. We'll head on down to Dallas after this for the Redskins and the Cowboys. Our 2nd Thanksgiving game. Week 12, that puts us in Thanksgiving week. Griffey from 56 with 6 seconds left. Foster to hold. The kick is up. This may have the distance. It's no good. It was long enough, but he missed it to the right. He nailed it, but he missed it to the right. Oh, that would have been good from 60. But it was off target. 2 seconds left in regulation. The Lions will probably line up for a Hail Mary. They'll have it at their own 46-yard line. It's looking more and more like overtime. Lions come out. 4 receivers wide, 3 to the far side. They're going to throw a Hail Mary. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Throws downfield. Bounces around. Intercepted by Henderson. He's going to bring it back. And he gets tackled. And we're headed to overtime. The Packers and the Lions tied at 20. We're live from Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. Week 12, our Thanksgiving Day game. And we go to overtime on Turkey Day. Packers and the Lions. Let's see who wins the toss. The Packers have won the toss. They'll receive. That means they have to score a touchdown on the opening drive to win it. We saw the Jets do that yesterday. The Jets beat the Rams in overtime, 37-31. The Rams never got the ball in overtime. The Jets drove down the field and got a touchdown. That was a great game yesterday. I think you missed that game, Evil Dead. The Jets won it in overtime. Lance Taylor will kick off. Fielded by Smith at the 1-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. Smith nearly broke it out to the 38-yard line. Finally tackled by Richard Ross. He very nearly broke that one. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Evil Dead in the house. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. Hi. Say it again. You're behind the backdrop. There you go. Say hi. There you go. That's her hand. I got a second Thanksgiving meal today. Misty made another Thanksgiving meal with turkey and everything. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Emden under center. Emden hands off to Hicks around the outside, and Hicks out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Cody Neal on the tackle. We're in overtime in our Thanksgiving Day game. Packers and Lions. We're tied at 20. 4 receivers wide. Emden in the gun. Emden back. Throws out to Kirkwood. And Kirkwood to the 49-yard line. They're in Detroit territory. A gain of 11. First down, Packers. The Packers can win it outright with a touchdown. Anything other than a touchdown, and then Detroit will get a chance. As soon as the Lions touch the ball, that is if the Packers don't score, we'll be in sudden death. 1st and 10 from the 49. In the I formation, Emden under center. Play action, looking, throws deep down the sideline. He's got a man. Caught by Alexander at the 2-yard line. No, he's in. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. The Packers win it on a 49-yard touchdown to John Alexander. Your final score, Green Bay 26, Detroit 20. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Redskins and Cowboys up next. We'll see you then.